Being a model wasn't Crystal's ambition when she was younger. It was all thanks to her mum, who persuaded her to join a modeling competition when she came in the top 20.
Honestly, I just never ever thought of like continuing modeling after that competition which I got after the top 20 thing. And this photographer just called me up and he asked me if he could do a shoot with me. And that was when I realized I could build my portfolio through the photo shoots and stuff. And that's what I did. And after that, consecutively, I got jobs, and the industry is only so small.
Since then, Crystal has taken her portfolio online, using her blog to advertise herself.
At first, when I started my blog, I didn't know anything about stat counters and stuff like that, and I didn't know just exactly how many people were reading. But when I found out just how many people were reading, I was like, okay, I didn't know I could like reach out to people that way. I just blogged because I love to write, and that was the whole reason for blogging in the first place.
She did try her hands at other jobs though, but nothing seemed to work.
I've tried holding full-time jobs on and off for in between, but I didn't manage to last past 3 months.
Okay, why do you think you couldn't hold a full-time job?
I guess I'm just not used to 9 to 5. I would rather much prefer an on-time, on-target thing.
Thankfully for the 23-year-old, she can rely on her good looks to bring in the dough. But having good looks can also be a disadvantage.
I've been judged before for like when I did like a job apart from modeling. Like I used to give tuition to kids, and I got fired by the mother.
Why?
She called the agency and she said, I don't want so pretty one. I remember the very first day I turned up, she opened the gate for me and she was like, she asked me a question. She was like, are the tuition teachers these days so pretty? And I didn't know how to answer her because it was so weird. And I was quite upset. Not upset as in I didn't cry or anything, but I just felt like I was very misunderstood.
On some occasions, people who saw her website also mistook her for a social escort. Even though it's easy money, Crystal said she will never do it because of her principles. Unwanted business aside, she also has to compete with younger models.
I wouldn't call anyone a wannabe because people can call me a wannabe as well, right? But like I said, all the models are in Milan and New York and stuff. And if somebody, like if a girl wants to model or she wants to do events, it's fine. But I just feel like these days anybody can just take a few studio pictures or like just a few shots and call themselves a model just because they have a portfolio. These girls, maybe they are like having holidays, or maybe they're just out of poly and just fresh out of poly or something, and they don't know what to do, and they find out like they can do this, so they just, and they don't know the standard market rate. They might agree to a cheaper rate the client offered, and the client would just take them because who doesn't want to cut costs, right? Yeah, so I guess, I mean, I've been doing this for so long, I cannot just lower my rates.
So what do you think sets you apart from these other girls then? I mean, because like people have this misconception that you go to a car show, all you need to do is just look around and be pretty and stuff like that, right? So what sets you apart?
I mean, I don't know who are the ones who say that standing around at car shows looking pretty, blah blah blah, it's easy, cause it's so not. I've done like shows, like IT shows and like, car shows, and I've stand like 8 hours or more in heels and boots, and it's really not easy at all. At first, it was unbearable, but I can safely say that I'm trained now. I can stand longer than that, like 4 days straight.
Even though she is good at it, Crystal has no illusions about modeling for the rest of her life.
I've never seen this as a long-term kind of thing, and I think more or less the time is up already, my time. Yeah, haven't thought of what I wanted to do yet, but I love animals, so probably in that direction, pet grooming.
Besides models who are pushing themselves online, who else are doing it? That's in our next clip.